Hi, good evening everyone. Midlife Game-ist with you tonight, broadcasting live again. Thank you very much for joining me. And tonight I am going to show you Moss. I bought Ghost Giant today, and I'll be downloading it at some point over the Easter weekend and having a play with it. I've tried avoiding all sort of videos of it so I don't see the story myself, which is kind of ironic when I when I'm broadcasting and showing people the games. But hopefully I don't ruin too much. I try not to show secrets and things like that unless I've not found them before myself. So Moss, if you've not seen it, came out before Astro Bottom, was probably the leading platforming game on PSVR for up until that came out, really. It's a cute story about a mouse called Quill. I won't tell you too much because the story is told by a narrator, and it's very well done actually. Graphically, it's brilliant. I've played it for a couple of times now, so I'll quite happily play it again. And it's graphically very good. Seen from, it's sort of a bit like Astrobot, but instead of being behind Astrobot, you're more or less viewing it from the side, and you're looking in at stages again. So, and each time you walk through a stage, you'll see that you complete possibly a puzzle in there, which could be fighting enemies, it could be just moving blocks around, and trying to get your way through that stage to the next one. But it is really very good game. It's $24.99 in the PlayStation Store. There are times when it's on sale, and I've seen it for up to 50% off. So if you're not sure, it's worth waiting. But I still think it's one of the better games out there if you like a story. So it's obviously played with the DualShock. No, shut up now.
Your time has come at last, dear reader. While we began this tale long ago, we hope it is yours to finish. But this story is not yours alone. No, it is tied to another. And the journey you take together could change the fate of both our worlds. Shall we begin?
Yes, please. Once upon a time.
They called it the Cinder Night. What came from those dark, starless skies would change the world of Moss forever. The peace that had settled across the land was broken by an unconquerable nightmare. And that night, the animals nearly met their end. First, they killed the king. A winged creature broke from the shadows and plucked him from his royal bedchamber high atop the tallest tower. Next, the serpent Sarfog and the armies of the Arcane tore up from the underworld. They ravaged the castle in search of that which gave the king power beyond understanding, one of the fabled glass relics. The Kingsguard fought bravely, but the castle soon pulsed with the Arcane's evil. Every room was gutted, every statue, tapestry, and adornment hexed. But the glass was never found. Even the reclusive sprites set aside their differences on that fated night. They sent a great champion, empowered by their own glass relic, to challenge the serpent and its steel army. Meanwhile, Sir Argus, commander of the Kingsguard led the survivors west through a temple long abandoned by their ancestors and far away from their newly risen enemies. It was an arduous escape. Finally, after passage beneath the impassable mire, they found refuge in a clearing hidden safely in the trees. Argus charged back to join the Sprite champion at the mire's edge. Together, they fought back the arcane and sealed the temple passage that led to the clearing. But the champion was gravely injured. Clutching his glass, he retreated deep into the forest where he drew his last breath. A large tree grew upon him. It stood many years in watchful duty, safeguarding the glass and awaiting its next hero.
So now we start.
That hero, albeit an unlikely one, did arrive at a time she'd be needed most. Quill was out adventuring beyond the edge of the clearing. Dusk was creeping in, but she wondered what she might find if she went just a little farther.
I was lucky.
She was not exactly sure what she roused, but she felt no danger from the being silently peering down at her.
So you can see yourself in the water there. There's a mask.
Quill had to hurry. The village gates would soon close, and night would follow.
So now I'm in control of Quill. And it's normal sort of platform controls, X to jump. You've got a saw, which you can use square to do normal challenges, and then obviously if you do those close together. But graphically you can see it is quite stunning. Cool. You interact with the scenery to work your way through the stages.
Night, her uncle often warned, was when danger was most present. But Quill preferred the stories of the magical creatures that woke to protect the forest.
As you can see, it is highly detailed. There are items to collect, which is normal for all sort of adventure games, which is why I keep sort of hitting boxes in case I find one that I've missed. So that is absolutely stunning, isn't it? The graphical quality. And you sort of hope this is the only time that you'll see the village, really. And you hope that, you know, at some stage there'll be a moss too, and maybe you could interact in the village with the different people. At the moment you don't. There's nothing you can do with any of them. This is a bit that gets me. Well, I did it first time, can you believe it? Probably muck it up now, don't I? Sometimes the view, this view can be a hindrance. I found like that. You don't always sort of the best angle, and you know you will find yourself falling off if you're not careful. This section, the first time I played it, I ended up doing this bit quite a few times.
Thanks to her new friend, Quill had saved priceless grains from the hourglass.
I've not tried to see with it, but you can actually slow that down, so I've not needed to do that yet.
She raced to the door of the cottage she shared with her uncle, hoping once he saw her discovery, he'd lose himself in tales of its legend. Uncle Argus was watching the evening light dim when Quill burst through the front door of their cottage. Uncle! Uncle, there's something you have to see! Out past the bell again, he scolded. Quill, I've told you countless times. I know, Quill replied, crestfallen. I didn't mean to worry you, but I found something strange and magical. Quill's hands trembled as she showed him the glass. What is it? She asked. A look of panic spilled over her uncle's stoic exterior. Where did you find this? Roared Uncle Argus. Quill had never seen her uncle so shaken. Just west of the clearing, she explained. And as soon as I picked it up, something started helping me. Uncle Argus followed her motion. A reader. With you, here, right now? Quill, what you found is very powerful and very dangerous, he said with great concern. If I could take this burden from you, I would. But this reader has chosen. Even with the moon full and bright, I must go right away. Quill pressed. Where are you going? I can help. We can help. No, he snapped. They'll find you and tear you apart. I have to go alone. It is for your own safety, and for everyone here in the clearing. His long, heartfelt hug told her he was heading for danger. I'll be back before midnight. Until I return, I need your word you will not leave the clearing with that glass. Promise me, Quill. I promise, she said reluctantly, wondering where her uncle was going so deep into the night.
Wakey,
Hey,
wakey.
Kid! Wake up! Hey, kid, over here! I know where your uncle went. I can show you. You're twofold now. Very important. Bring that glass, and your sidekick, too. We're going to need them. Quill called out. Hey! Starving, wait!
So I wonder if, you know, the next Quill could be an RPG. The detail of the interiors, and you imagine talking to characters, getting missions from them.
Quill had never met a starving. In campfire stories, they often meddled in the lives of mortals. And when they appeared, mischief followed.
As with all VR games, obviously you can, if you can't see, you can lean forward. I'm playing this sitting down, obviously, because it's...
Passage through the eastern gate was strictly forbidden. But despite her promise, Quill knew in her heart that Uncle Argus needed her. Quill demanded answers. Starving, you can't just barge in here with your riddles. Where is he? What do you know? Trouble your uncle's heading for is the kind only you and that silent giant up there can get him out of. This way, kid, urged the starving.
Would you trust
And don't
it?
forget to tuck your ears in.
Bye-bye. See you on the other side. Absolutely stunning. It's even down to the little bugs down there, sort of buzzing about like a mosquito. I don't know what that actually achieves, but oh, look at that. Actually, sorry everyone if you're watching, you didn't see that. That's one that I missed. Hello. You look around, you see quite a way into the distance. And there's deer. I don't know if there's an actual natural trophy for destroying all of those.
Just on the other side is the mire, the starving assured her. There's a good chance your uncle's still there.
So you can see that you actually interact with the scenery. Anything that sort of glows really when you go near it, you can interact with, move about.
Did you hear that? Hmm? The starving seemed anxious. I've ruffled enough leaves in these parts. I can't be seen with you. I'll catch up with you later. Just don't go and die on me.
Alright, cheerio. Thanks for nothing. Oh, damn it. That's unfair. But you can also heal, Quill. If you stand over, pull the right trigger, she becomes fully healed. And that's quite important later on. Well, all the way through the game, really. Oh, sorry, Quill. Get your own back. fool. Sorry. I was so trying not to ruin it, and then I'm spotting things even on my third go through now. That I didn't spot on the first two. So this is your first encounter with the enemy. Now the first time it's quite easy to dodge them because you'll see they have specific moves, but one of the things you can do is actually take control of them, and that freezes them for a bit, as you'll see, which gives you a chance to attack, because it's quite important. You will get attacked by more than one at a time at times, and you'll see that's oh. I tend to use that freeze quite a bit because it helps a hell of a lot. Yay. Hello, up here.
A whisper echoed through the trees.
Fought like someone who has stolen our champion's power.
Shh, Midlife, let them listen.
A small yet fantastical band of sprites emerged, surrounding Quill.
I'm Veda, root seer of the mire, and you have crossed into our domain.
That's what happens to Bulbasaur when he's taken drugs and alcohol when he turns 50. He looks like that.
She sized up Quill with a rueful gaze, then turned her attention upward.
I sense you there too. I have not felt the presence of such a promising reader in some time.
A youthful warrior marched forward. Rootseer, I'm prepared to honor our great champion's legacy. Rodent, give us our glass. Quill stepped closer. Where is my uncle? If you've hurt him...
Silence!
Veda thundered back.
It was Argus who summoned us here, and now I see why. Young one, I'm afraid the trees hum of attack. Your uncle's been taken to the castle of your ancestors.
Quill's knees buckled as Veda continued.
Argus put himself at great risk calling for us. Your uncle once took a solemn oath to protect the glass of your fallen king. He is the only one left who knows where it's been hidden. The Arcane have long sought to wrest that knowledge from him. And you dare to cross into the mire with our glass? Sarfog will soon burn through this forest looking to tear you and your reader apart. Unless, of course, you find them first. Take these. Weapons made for the mighty champion who died so that your people could live.
Quill felt its otherworldly power course through her.
Find your uncle, Twofold, before the serpent and its masters break him.
The warrior fumed. Our glass with her? Rootseer! She's minuscule!
Come now. The reader has chosen its hero. We must let their story unfold.
Veda replied with a frost of finality, and vanished into the shadows of the mire.
I'm looking all over now, just in case I missed another one. It's because the actual glass ornament, if you can call it that you see to the side of the to the side of the book when it goes into story mode. Actually fills up as you collect the scrolls. That's actually filling up. It's colouring in the glass. That starts blank. So there's quite a lot of secrets to collect, which I'm still obviously finding.
It was Quill's favorite story. How Sir Argus fought beside the Sprite Champion to seal this temple from the arcane, and secured the survival of their kinds. Simply standing in their heroic footsteps felt like a great honor.
There's anything there. I wonder what's going to happen here. Come here. So, oh yes. So you can see how interactive some of the stages can be. I'm still looking, obviously. Hoping that I've just missed one somewhere. Oh, sorry, Quill. You fool. I didn't concentrate there. Oh, I shouldn't laugh. People say how cute Quill is, and there's me. I can't believe they're not on the not difficult areas. I managed to. This is something that why it's important to control them. This was the one that got me for quite a while. Oh no, sorry Quill, I've done it again. Should have had a running jump. I really do apologise, Quill. You'll see now that obviously I didn't do that the first time I played it. It took me a little bit of time to work through it. So. Constantly looking now. Surprise! Yeah, I know. Getting you there, Quill. I'm getting you there. This was one of the more difficult ones that I found quite view. Sorry. Ah, damn it, I forgot to raise that one up. I'm annoyed with myself. Problem is, it for some reason Quill doesn't always do what you want, which can be annoying, as you can see. Yeah, other times no problems whatsoever. Ah. No. So now all I've got to do is get you, haven't I? Go, go, go. Quill. That was harder than it should have been. Ah. Everybody look away now. Oh, damn. It's alright, come back. Look away in a minute. Oh. It's the simplest things sometimes that you find difficult, isn't it? I don't know why. No, done it again, for God's sake. That's alright. Talk amongst yourselves. Hallelujah. So now what you can do here is you have control of his beast firing. So using a combination I don't remember what was the other way. I'll go the other way as well. This way. Can't remember what was here. Oh yeah. Remember which way round to do this. So let's just try. That's it. Yes. What? Yeah, I know. Who was it? Sorry. Sorry for it. That was it. Yep. That was it. Oh, damn. Fool. Wasn't watching what I was doing then. So it cost me a little bit of time, but not a lot. I don't remember why I needed to come this way now. Inside. Thank you. Oh. Damn it. I don't know why I did that. I didn't need to do that. I could have just gone down here. Overcomplicated it. Now we can go this way. I look everywhere. That's why you needed to go and get that. You alright? You alright, cool? You need healing? No, you're alright. Go that way yet, Quill. Dong. You thought it'd be easy. Oh, you. Got the wrong one. Ah, missed it. Damn. So there's a pattern to these. Oh, have I just done it? Yes. It took me quite a while to work out which way was which. Oh, you. Quill. No, get up, Quill. Get up. Ah, damn. So you can use the enemies against one another. So you don't actually need to. Right, which way now? This way? Oh, down here. Not sure which. Oh, it's that one. Got there. Ooh, that was close. Oh, you. No, I've done it again. So guys, you see what they do, they ramp it up a little bit. So you get more and more enemies. Quick, run, 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 run. Run quick. Oh, quick. Never mind. I try to single them out. Take over. Run, run, Quill, run. Run. Quill, run! Run, Quill, run! One more to go. You're mine! Oh, no. More. It's got a... Is that it? That's it. Well done. Champion.
Quill felt a swell of pride as she approached the cavern river. Its guiding banks once led her people to safety after the Cinder Night. Now, all these years later, she would follow it back.
What I want to know is how long has that raft been there? Who's been using it? Hello! Lucky you didn't take a left turn. You could have been gone for decades. You see up in the distance there the castle.
Quill's muscles ached, and her eyes grew heavy. She decided it best to set up camp and rest before journeying on to the castle.
Hey, kid. Good. You're alive.
The starling spoke as it circled the campfire. Quill gasped in shock as the starling unveiled monstrous wings and curled horns. It descended, talons gleaming.
Oh, dear. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not scared, Quill replied. I just didn't know starlings were feathered.
This starving thing's gotta go, kid. The name's Adurin. No, we aren't feathered. Only me. I'm working on it. Let's just say choosing the wrong friends comes with a price. But you seem like a good friend to have.
Thanks, I think. Quill readied her meal and paused to take in the strange winged creature who now called her friend. As a field of stars bloomed over the sky, their campfire conversations deepened.
He's all I have.
If I lose him, I don't know what I'll do, confided Quill. Adurin looked down at his wings.
If I help you find him, can you help me?
If we can, we will, Starling. I mean, Adurin.
So when I was saying about when you collect, so all of these gradually fill up. You can see there's a few still to fill there, but that, as you complete the story and find the scrolls, that's colouring in. So that's what I've been doing.
Although Quill was far from the safety and comfort of her nook in the cottage, her exhaustion led her into a deep sleep.
Hey, Ghostface. A lot of folks have been waiting for a reader like you to return. I know I have. I'm going to scout the castle up ahead. Keep her safe, okay? For both our sakes.
Okay. And people, I think that is a good point to leave it for tonight. I am the Midlife Game-ist. Thank you very much for watching. I Hope you like this stream. As you can see, it is a fantastically beautiful game, graphically stunning. The story is beautiful and very well narrated and interesting. And yeah, like I say, I've finished it twice and now on my third playthrough, and I'm still finding some of the scrolls. So unless you look every nook and cranny on the first playthrough, you won't find them on the first playthrough, and it's still a challenge, you can see, when you go through sort of the second or third time. So you know what to do, but doing it perfectly every time is a mission. But I'd highly recommend this game. As I said at the beginning of the stream, it's $24.99 in the PlayStation Store, and I think it's worth the value. And I'm hoping that at some point they're going to announce Moss 2. It deserves a sequel and maybe a trilogy to tell the whole story, and I'm looking forward to it. Thanks very much for watching, guys. If you could press the like button and click on subscribe, that would be absolutely fantastic. And I will see you again very soon for another stream. Cheers for watching, guys. Good night. Bye.